Well, hello, everyone. It is Prince Mike Howe, author of the new book, No Time Like the Present. Ow! So, it is Saturday Nugget time, y'all. Oh, let me tell y'all something. So, I actually prepared this Saturday Nugget on Tuesday. So, normally I do my Saturday Nugget every Wednesday. I write down the topic that I'm going to talk about. That way I don't get on here and start, just just stumbling and all of that stuff, right? Kind of like I just did. But anywho, so I normally prepare my Saturday Nugget on Wednesday, but I decided to prepare it on Tuesday because it hit me. Hey, Michael, how you doing? So I ended up saying, you know what? Let me go ahead and let me prepare my Saturday Nugget now, which was on Tuesday. And y'all see what the title says. Let them underestimate you. Okay, let them underestimate you. So one of my favorite shows on Netflix, if you have never seen this show, you have to watch it. It is a show called Merlin. So Merlin deals with the story of King Arthur before he became king. So it tells the story of when he was prince and before he ascended the throne and all of that stuff, right? So of course, the tale of King Arthur deals with another person named Merlin, and Merlin is a person that is supposed to be this great wizard and all of that, right? So in the show, Merlin is actually the servant to Arthur. So he is the person, he just follows Arthur around all the time. Hey, I see how you doing. So he just follows Arthur around all the time, and you just look at him and you're like, man, he just looks worthless. He looks worthless. So when you look at the show, you would think that, hey, y'all, I see how you doing, coming on. Hey, how you doing? So when you look at the show, you would honestly think that Merlin is like the person that is like the most useless person ever. He's a servant. He doesn't have anything. He's beneath Arthur. This is the way that Arthur actually saw him for so long. Arthur often made comments about him, and he says, what is it that you're good at? Like, what do? Like, you don't do anything. But unbeknownst to Arthur, Merlin is actually one of the greatest warlocks of all time. He has saved Arthur's life several times without him actually knowing it, because magic is actually forbidden in Camelot. At the ending of the show, the very last episode, it took 5 seasons for Merlin to actually go and tell him and say, hey, I'm a wizard. He said, I'm a sorcerer. I have magic. And Arthur's like, no, you don't. I would know if you were. And he said, no, let me show you. And he turned and he made a dragon out of fire. So Arthur looked and he was just like, oh my gosh. He said, so all of this time you've been lying to me. I said that to say this. Sometimes you have to let people underestimate you. Oh! You have to let people underestimate you, because what happens is, see, when people know who you are, they will look to attach themselves to you. When a person know who you are, they will go after you and say, you know what? Oh, I want to be friends with this person because I know that they got this kind of connection, or I know that they are this person, or I know that they travel around here and they do that. See, prime example, most times I tell people that I'm in customer service. And the reason that I tell people that I'm in customer service is because the first thing that someone asks when I tell them that I'm a flight attendant is, oh, I want a free flight. Oh, well, let me go ahead and let me get a buddy pass. And I'm like, hold on, back up. Like, I just met you. Like, let's talk for a second. Do you know what my favorite color is? So the reason that you have to let people underestimate you is because some people, they will only seek to align themselves with you when they know what you can do for them. I just had that happen not too long ago. I have a very electrifying personality. I'm always myself. I always say, honey, if you don't like it, then that's absolutely fine, because I'm not going to change myself just for you. Because at the ending of the day, the only person that I can be is me. I can go out and I can try and be Betty, Miss Betty, Dr. Betty Speaks. I can go out and try and be my cousin Tyler. I can go out and try and be my mother. I can go out and try and be all of these different people. But guess what? I will fail miserably trying to be like somebody else, but I can give you a damn good version of me. I can give you the best version of me. And the only reason I say that is because the only person that you can be at 100% authenticity is you. You can only be yourself. So moving right along. along. So when I looked at that show, it dawned on me, because I was just like, man, so many times what happens is that we allow people to put us into these boxes where we're just like, oh, I need to align with this person. I need to prove myself so that they know what I'm working with. No, honey, you don't do that. See, my grandma taught me something a long time ago. My grandma said, baby, see, what you do in the dark will come to the light. So guess what? What ends up happening is it's only so long that you're grinding in the dark that it will actually become public. It's only so long that all of the things that you're doing at night, when you're staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning and you're writing that business out and you're going and you're getting those grants out there, you're booking that event, you're booking your speaking engagement. It's only so long before those same people that you were looking to align yourself with, that pretty much probably left you on red, didn't read your Facebook message, didn't return that phone call, didn't text you back. It's only so long before all of a sudden it's like, boom, guess what? Now they see exactly what you're doing. Now they see exactly who you are. See, let me tell you something. So I went to this women's conference this past weekend, right? And it was hosted by Dr. Betty Speaks. If y'all don't know who she is, y'all better get up on her, okay? So I went ahead and I went to this conference. And at the ending of the conference, the last day, I spoke to the MC. His name was Wendell Graham. And I was speaking to him, and we're talking, and he said, well, let me ask you a question. I said, what's that? He said, let me ask you a question. Why do you downplay what you do? He said, because I would have never guessed that you did as much as you do. I said, because you want to know why? I don't put myself out there because I refuse to tell people all of what I do. I want someone to work with me because they want to work with me, not for what I can do for them, not with, the things that, can come, not with the connections that I have, any of that. I want you to work with me because of who I am and what I stand for and the vision that I have. If you don't want to work with me because of that, then that's fine. Prime example, I was down in Miami, and I was debating whether or not I was going to say this, but anyway, I don't really care. So I was down in Miami, and I set up a meeting to go and see someone, and it was interesting because we talked all before I got to Miami, right? But one thing, I don't know if you all realize, but I never really put a whole bunch on Facebook. And that's simply because I don't want people in my business. I don't want you to know what I'm doing. I want you to know what I've done, not what I'm doing. So I went ahead and I reached out to him and I said, hey, I want to have a meeting with you, blah, blah, blah. Let's get together, blah, blah. So interesting. We were communicating the entire time, but he has shiny person syndrome, as I refer to it. So shiny person syndrome, what that means is that it's always something that you can look to say, okay, well, what's next? Okay, well, I don't really think that you're doing too much, so let me go ahead and let me get over here to this person that I think is doing something. See, some people are public failures. Some people are public success and private failures. You have some people that are on Facebook, honey. Let me tell you something. Social media will make you look like you got it all going on, honey. Social media can make you look like you got $1 million package. There's a girl, her name is Dr. Candace Haynes. She's in marketing and all of that stuff, honey. She will make you look like you got $1 million in the bank when all you got is $5. That's what she's paid to do, right? But there are some people, just like I said, there are some people that are public success, but private failures, and they want to attach themselves to you because of what you are doing, which is why you don't say everything of what you got going on. Anyway, so guess what? That person underestimated me. When I got down to Miami, guess what? They left my message on red. They didn't respond to my Facebook message. They didn't call me back. They didn't text me back. They didn't do any of that. And I said, you know what? That's absolutely fine. But guess what? When I got my book published, at the beginning, at last year, and I actually mentioned it at the beginning of this year, that same person reached out and was like, oh, hey, what's going on, man? The same person, when I ended up saying I crossed my first threshold, when I hit over $10,000 worth of my book, they were just like, oh, man, hey, yeah, we really need to get together. And you want to know why? Because then they started looking at me like, hold on, how in the world did this boy that I don't even know actually sold that many copies of his book? He sold that much money worth of his book. You want to know why? Because I'm genuine. I'm authentic. I don't look to go to people to see what they can do for me. I see what I can do for them. I see how I can connect somebody to them. You want to know why? Because service to many leads to greatness. That's why. So let them underestimate you, because see, when people start to underestimate you, they don't realize the person that they are underestimating. The same way how most people, when they looked at me, they're just like, oh, well, who is this guy? So prime example, when I was down in South Carolina, so when I'm speaking to Wendell, he was just like, yeah, man, had I known your story, I would have loved for you to share that story instead of you talking about you being a flight attendant. I said, oh, no. I said, because my story is reserved for what's right here. It's in the book. If you want to know my story, read the book. Why would I want to? No. So anyway, fast forward, what I was saying is you have to let these people underestimate you. Stop trying to make it feel like stop making yourself feel as though that you have to prove something to someone that probably don't even have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. Woo! Y'all ain't trying to hear me today. Y'all have to stop making it seem as though that the people that you are trying to impress, the people that you are trying to go and say, oh, let me align myself with this person because that person knows this person or that person knows that person. Everything that you need, you already got it in you. You don't need to align with somebody. If God wanted you with those people, guess what? He would open up a window for you to go there. He would open the door. You wouldn't have to beat the door down if he wanted you to go in there. Oh! Child, y'all don't understand. I prepared this on Tuesday because this was speaking to me. This was in my whole spirit on Tuesday. See, sometimes what happens is you sit there and you think that, okay, well, I need this person in order for me to get to where I need to go. No. Because see, that same person that you may be trying to attach yourself to, that same person that you may be trying to say, oh, you know what? Let me align myself with this person. You have no idea the skeletons that person may have in their closet. See, I just had to learn that in my last season. See, sometimes people will make it seem as though that they have all of these connections. They got all of this going for themselves. When in all honesty, the person that they are really trying to attach themselves to is you. Because what they are saying that they have, it's already in you. See, sometimes people try and attach themselves to you and they underestimate you because of the fact that they see in you what God put in you. But guess what? You don't see it in yourself yet. Ooh! See, if I had hair, I'd be slinging right then. But anyway, sometimes, people look to attach themselves to you because they know what's in you before you even know it's in you. They see the light in you before you see the light. And then guess what? They go and they start trying to mold you into the person that they want you to become. They try and mold you into the person that, ooh, you know what? I can control this person if I make it seem like I'm helping them. See, some people will look to see if they can help you, but it's only because they see the light that is in you because they're underestimating what's in you. See, the person that I was attached with in my last season, see, they underestimated me. See, one thing I learned, and I'm going to tell y'all this because I ain't going to put the person's name out there, but I will tell you this. So they underestimated me. They came out of their mouth and they said, I don't want you to go to this event with me because the light has to be on me. And I know that if I take you, everybody is going to go and they're going to be around you. I said, oh, it's good to know that you actually see me as a threat. I was just like, but you're the one that got all of this. You got a whole lot more in the bank than I got, but you're intimidated by me. So that lets me know that you are actually intimidated by me. So because of the fact that you're intimidated by me, you made it at first seem as though that you were going to underestimate me. But baby, let me tell you something, honey. I'm from the hood of Miami, okay? It ain't too much that you can actually get past me without me knowing. So you may think that you have outwitted me. You may think that you are going to outflank me. But baby, let me tell you something. Honey, God will never put me in a situation where I'm not going to come out on top. God will never put me in a situation where I'm going to be at the bottom of the barrel. God will never speak something over me that is not going to come to pass. See, I already know that I'm supposed to have millions. I already know that I'm supposed to be the person that, when I go back down to Miami one of these times, it's like, ooh, I'm going to take my whole family out on a vacation. I already know that because that's already spoken over me. But I can't allow somebody to think that they're going to underestimate me too long. And then that's when you just go ahead and you come out and you say, hey, you know what? You thought you were going to underestimate me. You thought my book wasn't going to get published, but boo, it got published. You thought I wasn't going to be able to start that business, but guess what? The business got started. You thought I wasn't going to be able to make any more powerful connections, but guess what? They got made. So let them underestimate you. Let them do that, because at the ending of the day, the same person that is underestimating you is the same person that will be beating down your door trying to do business with you. The same person that underestimated you, that didn't return your phone calls, didn't call you back, didn't text you back, read your Facebook message. Those are going to be the same people that turn around full circle and say, you know what? Ooh, let me go ahead and I need to pick up the phone. I just saw this person on such and such. No. Stay over there. Stay over there. Because, see, some people only want to be a part of history once history is already made. You can't allow these people to attach themselves to you. But you know what? Let them keep underestimating you the same way that they did to me, baby. So that's all I got for y'all today. Honey, I'm in here sweating. Baby. When I tell you I prepared this on Tuesday, baby, I was just like, honey, I don't know if you can tell, but baby, it is a whole lot of passion with what I was just telling y'all, because that was for me. I'm telling y'all, but it was for me. Honey, child, let me catch my breath real quick. God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies to call. Girl, if I could throw the phone down Ashley, I would. So I actually met Ashley at the event that I went to last weekend. Amazing woman. If y'all don't know her, you better know her. Anyway, so that's all I got for y'all today. This is Prince Michael, author of the new book, No Time Like the Present. I'm actually off tomorrow, thank you God, because this was my 6-day flying, and honey, I'm tired. So if you want an autographed copy, I actually have a few copies left on hand. So if you want an autographed copy, let me know, and then I'll get it in the mail to you. If you don't want an autographed copy with my signature on it, then that's fine. You can go to Amazon.com and you can order it, okay? I love you guys so much. I will talk to you soon. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And yeah, love, peace, and hair grease. Ashley, I got you, girl. Just inbox me. Bye.